And apparently, custom wasn't allowed.
You would never fit it in a YMCA.
I don't have to fit in the YMCA. I just need Nick to open up the door while Deathgasm is walking past. One shot's all going to take. One shell. When it fires the shell, when the shell hits, it fires like 400 Nerf darts in every direction. It has like 9 or 10, I think it's 9 or 10 CO2 cartridges inside. So when the front hits, it just showers the area in Nerf darts. And apparently, Mama Bear didn't think that would be legal. So I had to say no to the giant Nerf tank.
Damn it.
Of course, there's other things that she doesn't know. What? I can't hear you. Muffled. You're muffled. Why are you muffled?
I'm bringing a vehicle.
Okay. Well, I've seen plenty of them, so I even have one on my list. Now remember, this isn't just for us; it's also for the kids.
I think the kids will get a kick out of this one.
Oh, look at a kick out of the one I picked too. Mine's a Walmart brand weapon.
Mine's actually a Nerf one.
I'm wondering if
I'm thinking the same one, Necron.
Well, good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, and thank you for joining us once again, the Monitors of Gaming. I am Kaiju K, and with me here is Necro Nick.
What's up, bro?
Joining out Jared.
Yo.
Mother Maxine.
Howdy, howdy.
Deathgasm.
Oh, wait.
K-Man.
Oh, wait.
Subliminal.
Oh, wait.
Rebel Vanity.
Oh, wait.
Well, they'll catch up. Or maybe they're not on life. Life gets busy, so... if everybody remembers, last week I decided to use the old-fashioned 1, 2, 3, 4, I declare a Nerf War game. And that's what we are talking about today. We're talking about Nerf or nothing, or at least Nerf and off-brand Nerf products. As you know, one of the... Cody, you're not going to get anything out of it. It's sealed.
Listen.
What?
Listen.
What? He's
Can you hear
muffled.
me?
I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Are the rival, like, weapons that have the balls included?
Yes,
or is it
yes.
just...
So, any Nerf weapon. I mean, not something that shoots those little Orby gel things.
Yeah,
And you
I
also,
figured that.
and you also have to think that this would be us preparing for the whole event where there will be children running around. So, no 500 feet per second weaponry. I guess firing a Nerf tank shell into the room would probably be quite devastating. So I can understand why Mom Bear might have said no to that. I'm just starting to realize that. But anyway, the idea is simple. It's Nerf weapons. What you can carry, what you can't carry. We're just thinking like what we wanted to bring if the little kids are allowed, what would we think would be the best thing to bring? That being said, dear, sweet, and monkeys, how many freaking Nerf and Nerf off-brand weapons are there? I'm not even... I went to their official wiki site, and I think they have like 5,000 or 6,000 different Nerf weapons. And I didn't realize it, but Nerf's been around for quite some time. Nerf's been around for a while, so maybe I should have thought about that ahead of time. Now, the rules are quite simple. If you can carry it, you can have it. If you can drive it, you can have it, Nick.
Yeah.
Because I have a feeling that Nick is thinking about something that I saw on the website too. But the biggest rule is it can't hurt children.
Right.
So, gotta low down with it. So I know that usually when I do these things, I go a little crazy and I go spend 3.5 days looking, preparing, specializing, getting things stuck in my head, preparing stories ahead of time of how I will dash apart my enemies. So once again, I'm going to step out and say I'm going to go last. Because I literally have pictures and pages backed up for miles. Now, Mama Bear back there, I know she was okay with the whole Nerf weapon thing. And since she's opted out about several battles, maybe we should start with Mama Bear.
I do agree with the
I
statement.
mean, Mama Bear's
I
been out.
third that option.
Oh, wow. The votes are in.
Oh boy.
So, Mama Bear, 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a Nerf war. What kind of weapons are you packing here? What are we bringing?
I want to bring my Megalodon Nerf and Strike Blaster.
The Megalodon?
Yeah.
Oh, crap. Okay, so she's already going with a high-powered, battery-operated weapon of mass destruction. If I remember correctly, the Megalodon was the Gatling gun that fired the big, thick super darts.
Mm-hmm.
So, basically, she's packing a 50 caliber right now.
No, actually.
No? Oh. Give me a second here. Nerf Megalodon. Let me see if I can look it up. Nerf Megalodon. Let me see this thing. No, I'm right. Yeah, the Nerf Megalodon, the one that fire. Oh wait. Oh, that's the Titan. Yeah, you're talking about the
That holds 20 darts.
Oh yeah, the one that's like a chain fed. It fires the mega darts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just give me a second. I'll post up real quick so everyone can see it who didn't see it. No, I can't. Oh wait, what am I doing? No, that's not how I do it. Give me a second here, folks. I'm back. Oh no, that's not it either. Hang on. Oh, I'm crazy. I've gone crazy. No. Not save as. Just copy. Oh wait, I think someone beat me to it. Let me see your jug.
No, somebody's winning.
Came in.
Okay, man.
Yeah, the Megalodon is this big 20-round, almost full automatic Gatling gun that fires the Nerf Whistlers, those big, thick, like 50 caliber size shells. It only has 20 rounds, but it's one of those things where once she starts firing it, she only needs 20 rounds, you know? Plus, it's pretty quick to reload it. Oh, wait. Oh, people who are watching the live stream can just take a picture, can just look at what I'm looking at now. Okay, duh. Never mind, they can see it. They can see it, okay. So anyways, so what else are you packing besides high-powered weaponry?
There's the Nerf bow.
The Nerf bow? There's lots of Nerf bows, but they're all basically the same thing. You pull back, you release, it shoots the dart through air power.
I don't really have a big list.
You don't have to have a big list. When we go to the
Once
event,
again, I didn't really research much.
right, but when we go into the event, you better have a much larger list.
Yeah.
Because the kids that are going to be in your team are going to be using your weapons.
Right.
And trust me, with the things I know that Jared and Necro and myself are bringing, and probably K-Man too, one 20-round weapon and a single shot are probably not going to help you.
The other one that I'm really looking at
Yeah?
is it's almost like a paintball type gun,
Yep.
but it shoots the Nerf darts.
Right.
Or the Nerf balls.
I have several of those, so don't worry. I know what you're talking about.
But you can load a whole canister full of the Nerf balls.
Mm-hmm. In fact, I actually think I know what you're talking about. I think you're talking about, hang on, let me get to another page here. I have all kinds of pages up right now. Give me a second here. Yeah, I think what you're talking about is this baby right here. I think you're talking about the Prometheus here. I think you're talking about this. Yeah, that's one of the ones I'm bringing. It has over 200 rounds.
Yeah. No need to reload.
No, and it's a speed reload too. Apparently, Mama Bear is bringing lots of automatic weapons to the battlefield. So, guys, be careful with that one. All right. So, seeing as Mama Bear has currently done her list, she does have a big one, but don't worry. By the time this event comes, she'll have a much larger list.
Oh yeah.
So,
That's
In-
just a start.
eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Check it out!
All right.
Bring the Nerf War!
Just to be silly, I'd be bringing this in. And yes, I'm going to be sharing pictures so people can see.
Dude, that's fine. Oh, that was one of the things I was looking at. Yeah, that's two.
What the?
It's
What
it's
is
a
that?
it's a Nerf Scooter, and it has two clips. It's automatic, and it's quick reload cartridges, and each one holds, I believe, 15 or 20 shots.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So as the kids are scooting around, they can be like, drive by, and just light up the freaking field. And of course, I'm guessing that since Necro said it, he's going to be bringing them as well.
That's just to be silly.
Be silly, Juggernaut. Are you able to watch? Are you able to watch the live stream right now?
No.
Okay. Well, what I'm about to show, because apparently I can't copy and paste for some strange reason, it's screwing with me.
Probably copyright or whatever.
So you guys are bringing that, and I'm bringing. Well, seeing as it's the only one here done, well, maybe if I copy this part, I can paste it that way. Hang on a second. I might have figured it out. What if I do this? Will this work? No, it won't. Dang it. Maybe I can get a picture of this one and post it. Hang on. Copy image. Okay, I copied the image. Now I should be able to post it. Okay. So if you consider that to be funny, how about that?
Oh, okay.
It's a two-seater, rocket-armed tank. It's a Nerf weapon made by freaking Walmart. Suddenly your scooters don't seem so silly when a couple of these guys come crawling over.
but the question is, what would you do against that with your little tank?
Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Oh, there we go. Oh, wait, oh, no, wait, I traded that one out, yeah. That's another really awesome one. That's similar to the one my dad had, yeah. Well, what's my tank gonna do? Well, basically, it stops bullets. It fires out a Nerf dart about this big. The problem is it can only load one shell at a time. And it's just for kids, but I mean, yeah, that's a pretty nasty weapon. What else do you pack in here?
I mean, there are probably some kids that cannot move.
Right. Why do you think
move as well?
Why do you think I have the tank?
So I look at this.
Damn it, Juggernaut, stop stealing my weapons. That's the Rhino. I have that too. That's two 40-round drums into that thing. Full auto fire.
Oh, the elite.
That one I do not have. So.
Yeah.
The elite.
Because technically, think about it. There might be some kids that can't move that well.
Right. Well, that's why I chose the tank, because the tank is drivable by a small joystick.
Mm-hmm.
So a couple of kids. So you get a couple kids on the battlefield, but then you have the kids hiding behind walls with that monstrosity. And believe it or not, I've actually felt how heavy that thing is. That is a rather weighty weapon. That's like 20, 30 pounds right there. So you can't.
I found one of them that is motorized. It's just the drum that is like 5 pounds. I'm like, no.
K-Man says he wants the Nerf N-Strike Mega Mastodon.
So you sharing Mama Bear stuff?
No, she's got the Megalodon.
No, it's the Mega Mastodon. Sorry,
the Mastodon is the slightly larger variant.
Oh, okay.
Just copy the image. I'll just show you here. It's Control V and then Enter, and that's it.
Nice.
It holds 4 more rounds than the Megalodon and is about twice the weight.
Okay.
But it is automatic as well, so I mean, if I remember, yeah, that's nice. What else did we bring in, Juggernaut? What kind of terrifying weapons? Ooh, the Fire Strike. Hey, Necro, I had that. It's got a little laser flashlight on the bottom of it.
Oh yeah.
I also had the Firefly, which is the one where every time you fired it, it flashed. and made the dark glow, but of course the flash is what blinded your opponent in the dark. No, seriously, you could ask. You could ask Necro. Like I would unload it, and I would just aim around the corner and pull the trigger and flash him, and be like, I can't see it. And then I would run to another location. Like, stop doing that.
Hey, Kyle.
Yo.
I know you said only bring one melee weapon, but I'm actually bringing 4.
No, I said at least one. At least one.
Well, would it be cheating if I brought the Nerf baseball bat with the baseball?
You couldn't bring the baseball. You could bring the Nerf bat itself, though.
Bat.
Yeah, you bring the Nerf bat. That thing's soft.
Yeah.
You could definitely bring a Nerf bat. But you could not bring the Nerf bat and ball because that's...
I do have something that I would like to send my crew of kids home.
Everything we are going to bring is going to be able to go with them. That's one of our rules. Everything that we bring will be something they can bring.
I would like to send them home
What
with
about
the
the
Nerf Star Wars Apollo XG700 Black.
Okay.
Because it comes with a face mask
Okay.
as well.
I mean, that's pretty much all I can really think of right now.
That's fine, man. There's always another day. Deathgasm. Hey, you finally decided to join us.
Hey, fuck you, I was just at the bar.
And?
And what?
And?
You want to put in that live stream?
No, but
Especially
I'm
about-
basically sending off my friend right to his Bible school, getting him fucked up on every occasion.
Well, that sounds like the perfect thing to do to somebody who's going to Bible school. Let's get him sloshed.
Hey, he bought beer himself today already, so
We're doing a live stream about charity, and he's off getting slammed. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not slammed, I have one beer.
All righty. So how long do
I
we?
basically only came in to drop my weapon setup.
Okay.
I'll watch the rest of the live stream to get filled in.
Okay. Well, what's your weapon setup? Juggernaut just finished.
Okay. I'm gonna have 2 of those rough cut shotguns that I sent to the last time we were on stream.
Right.
Because they basically shoot really well. I'm gonna go double-sided axe.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the sniper bow.
Okay.
And I think that's my setup.
Very good. Very good. So this is what.
If Aaron came down, I would have freaking showed Aaron, but
Hey man, it's fine. You know.
Yeah, we're
So
he's stuck upstairs to talk to his parents.
Mama Bear has. She wants to make sure that all her kids leave with this. It's a.
I'll see you guys
See you later, man.
next time.
It's a. It's a Nerf combo set. It's a rival. It shoots the orbs. Pistol, a Mandalorian-shaped pin, I believe, and a mask. That's what all her kids are going to go home with, at least one of.
I like that movie.
K-Man says the Nerf Fortnite RL Blaster. It fires foam rockets. It's an RPG. Oh, yeah, I was looking at that until I found something else. I'll explain later.
The funny thing is, K-Man is in the voice call, but he's typing.
His microphone might not work.
Maybe.
That's a pretty cool looking mask, yeah?
Yeah, it is. Imagine all your kids running with it. Actually, believe it or not, there's a whole crap load of Fortnite weapons
I know.
that are Nerf. Like, I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw all of them. Unfortunately, some of my... What?
I asked Doug if he was actually bummed that he had money.
Oh.
I didn't know what he said.
He said, are you finished, or do you have some more?
I'm done.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So, next up onto this battle list is going to be the Necro of Nyx. I still like what Juggernaut's bringing, though. I especially like the scooter. You know kids are going to have a blast with that, especially when they go home with it.
Yeah.
Seriously.
So I'm as well bringing the scooter. That's very much earlier.
Oh, I knew you were bringing the scooter, man. I knew you were bringing the scooter.
We'll start with my melee weapon.
All right. What are you bringing?
So first I'm bringing, it's a dual-purpose weapon.
Are you bringing that Nerf chainsaw thing?
It is called the Nerf Zombie Strike Grain Saw Blaster.
It's the Nerf gun with the real back chainsaw. I knew he was bringing it. I knew it.
Or you could blast them with a shotgun.
Listen. I knew you. That's the reason why I didn't take it. The reason I didn't take it is because I knew you were going to bring it. I knew it. I called it. Boom.
But nonetheless, I'm also going to be bringing a set of the Nerf Zombie Strike Crosscut Sawtooth.
Oh my.
Zombie Strike. Cross.
What you can see right there.
Oh, you're showing it. Okay, hang on, sorry.
See,
Oh, the handgun versions, the little handgun versions too. So he's got a shotgun version and he's dual wielding handgun versions. Stay out of melee range with this guy. He's bringing too much. He's bringing back way too much.
Now I'm also going to bring in the Nerf Zombie Machete.
Wait, before you go any further, did anyone else see the Nerf Zombie Strike 2x4?
No.
It's a Nerf 2x4. You can squeeze it. It's made of Nerf. It's just. I didn't want to pick it either, but it's a Nerf weapon. All right, so you're bringing a machete as well, a shotgun, 2 pistols, scooters.
One pistol.
Oh, I thought you said you were dual wielding them.
Well, you could if you want.
Okay.
That's subject for people to determine.
I just imagine his kids running at us dressed like the Road Warrior crew from frickin' oh man, what was it called? Mad Max. Just running at us with these Nerf weapons. Ah, run!
And for the last melee weapon that some of my kids will be running around with is this.
Okay, now I'm mad because you stole my weapon. So now Juggernaut's stolen one of mine, Mom Bear's stolen one of mine, and Necro's stolen one of my weapons as well. That's one of my melee weapons. It's got Nerf nails on it, so you can scratch people, and it shoots 2 rounds.
Now, the next 3 items, I would actually like to see set up in all the areas, like start-off areas.
Listen, you do what you do to your area, man.
Well, it could be for all of our areas. First off, is this.
Oh, yeah, I have something similar on my list too.
The Nerf freaking waste barrel.
It's basically an inflatable barrier to hide behind. It's like one of them punching things, that falls over and comes back up.
Okay.
Yeah, Weebles wobble. What?
What's any base without a freaking fully 5-pod freaking machine gun?
Man, we're gonna have to siege his base. We're gonna have to siege his base, Juggernaut.
Oh, hang on.
Freaking wall-mounted machine guns, barriers. What the heck?
Just for some intense combat, we're gonna bring some mortar back.
And he stole another one of my weapons. Incoming mortars. Thunk, thunk, thunk. That's how we're gonna siege his base. I'm just gonna roll up with my tanks and just get a bunch of mortars behind him and start firing.
So, I mean, the melees will be like swapped out, not everyone's gonna be carrying the same melee.
We're not building everybody up to be the same person, though. That's the thing. It's going to be a fun war. Juggernaut will have his, Necro will have his, and we'll go from there. And then there'll be just like a little war inside the YMCA. Just people shooting Nerf darts in every direction.
But all my people will be carrying some of these.
I wonder if it's what I've got. I wonder if it's, yes, it's a Nerf grenade.
That has the foam...
The foam balls. Yeah, I know it's on my list as well. My goodness,
Imagine.
he's one weapon down from taking most of my explosive department out of the commission here. Yeah, they have a little
Well,
seal.
I couldn't have all my explosives, so you're good.
Oh, so he missed one of mine. K-Man has one of mine as well, so even K-Man's stolen something from me.
But I figure for another close range combat, other than having a chainsaw shotgun, we'll go some lever action shotgun style.
And he just basically is taking everything from Zombie Strike and just using it as weapons. Might as well.
You know I bought all the zombie strikes. Yeah,
yeah. Where's your dang steak launcher and the nail gun, huh? I'm waiting for those to pop up.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not going to lie. Nerf Strike Zombie was my second favorite of the Nerf list. But my main favorite will be popping up very soon, so don't worry about that.
And then we'll be going with another Nerf zombie.
Oh my god, that thing.
Pistol.
That's the rotator where you run out of ammo and you flip it over and it keeps firing. Yep.
We're also gonna go with the zombie gold grinder blaster.
Yep, and look what that thing has on it.
Yeah, but I mean, the way it looks, it doesn't really look like it would be effective melee.
Yeah, but remember, the military's motto, if it's stupid but works, it's not stupid, it just works.
That's true. Oh, let's see what else.
I don't know. Your list is massive and huge and full of all kinds of zombie killing things. I wonder if he realizes he's not going up against zombies. I mean, if I take some pain meds, I'm pretty much a zombie. Oh, that's nifty.
That way it gives you some range, some extra firepower.
I was going to say, the one thing you're severely lacking, with the exception of your mortars, is range. You get yourself in a tight corridor, everyone's going to be doomed, but if you're caught out in the open, I'm going to outrange you.
Well, then that's why I also had the...
Yep, another assault rifle.
Nerf Ultra Motorized Blaster.
Yep, you are not getting my tea. No. That is a tail. That is a tail, what you see there. I know where it's angled. That's tail.
It's the motorized Dino Squad Rampager.
Oh my goodness, he's going with a lot of assault rifles here. The real shame, isn't it, Juggernaut?
Yeah. I found something that I would want to... going through all the Nerf stuff, I found one thing that I would definitely want to get in counseling with me. They would freak out.
Oh, it better not be that... the handgun, the cockback-looking handgun with the actual bullets that shoot Nerf?
No.
Okay.
No. Well, would you like to see what it is? I'll DM it to you.
What is that, Necro? What is that? Ooh. That doesn't look friendly.
That is the Nerf Zombie Strike Dominator Blaster.
Oh, the Dominator, okay. Let me see.
It has, I believe, it's 4 spinning barrels with 6 or 8 shots in it.
Oh, Juggernaut.
I'm going to take the counseling with me.
Well, Juggernaut, don't worry, because you're going to be seeing that very soon.
And then, last but not least, I would have my Juggernaut.
There we go. Now he brought the minigun. Yeah, that's one of them chain-fed ones like my father had. You hold down the handle, and you pull the trigger, and it just goes. Except that one's the one where
30 dart capacity with a 98 dart chain belt.
Yep. Yep. It fires 30 darts in the. Yep. All right. Shall I move on to my list here?
Of course.
Okay. Well, and I'm going to have to shrink my page down a bit here, so I hope this doesn't muck with the recording. Let me just see the recording over here. Oh, not that. That's the recording. That's the recording. It might muck it with a little second. Oh. John donated $98. I didn't know I had donations capable.
What?
Well, thank you, John. I didn't know I could actually get donations, but I appreciate it. That's what just popped up. It just said John donated $98, so thank you, John. Hey, Kevin. How you doing, man? All right, so amongst my many chosen weapons here, I have to say that first thing I want to do, of course, is I want to make sure that my area is going to be nice and contended with. I need it to be protected, of course. So I will start off with this. It's similar to one of Necro's, except for me, it's a little more. Lots of different Nerf blocks to hide behind. Very fun. Next up on my list, of course, I would like to have at least one of these. In my base. At least one. Obviously, the reason for it is one thing you'll understand soon enough. But next thing I'm bringing up is a little place for me to know that everyone can go to grab their gear. That's a weapons locker. You guys have already seen my Nerf tank, so I can skip over that. Another thing I want to bring is these things are really cool. I actually saw these on a YouTube video. They're assemblable fortresses. They connect to each other, so I'll have a couple of these running around. And then, of course, who would be complete without artillery, as Necro put it? However, Necro has some very small artillery. Necro's artillery is small. I prefer the addition of more power. And Necro's gone. What the heck?
You got scared by the mortar?
He got scared by the mortar. This is actually a rather large mortar right here.
What's it? I don't know what. I just like this from the call.
Yep. Now, like I said before, this is a much larger version of the mortar that you saw earlier. Dang it! Dang it! Stop this! My computer's acting up. Hang on. Why? Oh, there it is. Okay. So next up, seeing as I need more explosives in my life, everyone needs more explosives in their life. RPGs as well, artillery cannons and RPGs. You know, I got to make sure that I'm capable of taking out a small squad here and there. We've already seen the small mortar. And this is the other explosive I'm glad nobody else picked because I was getting kind of scared. You should be very careful where you're walking around in my area, or you might run into one of these.
Oh, wow.
Nerf mine?
Nerf Claymores!
Wow.
You walk by the wrong area, you're gonna feel it. That's right, I'm booby-trapping the area.
Oh, no.
Y'all aren't ready for this.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
And of course, you've seen the grenades already, so I don't have to pop those back up.
No, but unfortunately, for you.
Now, of course, as we all know, one of my favorite things is to be very defensive. I don't want my people to have to be out there, but I want them to have fun. And what if they can't get out of their beds? What if they have trouble walking? But what if they're too old for the tank? Well, what if we get them a couple of these? Camera-mounted drones!
That is what I want to take into counseling with me.
40-round clip, camera-activated, drivable drones. Yep, they're coming for you guys. And then last but not least, because, you know, I feel that every good army... Oh, are you going to do this to me? Hang on a second.
The tactical vests.
Yeah. It's not letting me... Hang on a second, I gotta refresh this page. Because it's not letting me... Well, gosh darn it.
You're getting too hot.
It could be. It's trying to figure out. Well, basically, it's a tactical vest set. It comes with dart storage, safety glasses, breathable mesh, and a skeleton face bandana for some reason. However, I can show these. So for melee, I need I prefer, as everyone knows, I prefer the hammer and anvil strategy. So I need a shield. So of course, my front line will have shields.
Nice.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Hang on a second. I forgot. They're also going to have one other thing. Remember how I said hammer and anvil? The Thor Thunder Crash Hammer. When it hits, it makes a thunder sound and flashes lightning. So when you see these guys running, they're going to be packing this, but there's one other thing they're going to be packing. They're my front line. So I need them to make sure that they're going to be able to clear the field as quickly as possible. So,
Oh, nice.
the 200-round Nerf Prometheus MX-8. Now, that's all well and good, but what would I be bringing to the field? Well, don't worry about that. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, I said I had 2 favorite series from Nerf. 2 of them. Kyle out here ready to be the John Wick of Nerf. You know it. Yes, I'm bringing tanks. Of course I'm bringing tanks, Kevin. Kevin Coyle, everybody.
AK.
Yep. Of course I'm bringing tanks. Why wouldn't I bring tanks? So, first things first, I didn't bring up anything about my sniper corps, so of course I have snipers. From the N-Strike Modulus series. The series that brought module combat. So, in quick, rapid fashion order, allow me to show off a few things here. First things first, this is, of course, the main weapon. This, of course, is the ECS-10, or as Necron knows it, the Take Apart, Put Together Again gun.
Okay, I feel like this has to be said in person, not in person. But since you're bringing all of that, I am bringing this.
You're not allowed.
What's he bringing?
That's a weapon.
He's got fucking Air Force and artillery. I am bringing my cable.
I have Nerf artillery and Air Force.
I am bringing my cable. It is my best friend.
No, you're not.
But, you know, this is something I found out that I've never seen before. This was actually a later on attachment to the module series. So what this is it's a stock for putting up against your shoulder, and it actually has a hidden 2-shot pistol in it.
Yep.
So there's something for that.
You're ready to be John Wick. You're gonna start throwing your Nerf guns at people when you run out of ammo, like John Wick does.
No. What I want more than anything is to go down in one of those fits where everyone's shooting me, and have like my second command run up to me and be like, "Finish the war for me," and then have them go like berserk and go finish the war. That's what I want. I'm not John Wick. I want to be the guy that like suddenly you just look at something, my army just starts rushing you, just automatic weapons going off. That's what I want. Yep. Some other things. Once again, my computer's acting up, so I can't copy everything. But there's the what? This thing's like.
Did you see that can?
What can?
That can.
Sour me unicorn farts. Oh, where's Rebel Vanity when we need her? Here's another cool thing. Has anyone seen this thing?
Honestly, very delicious.
This is a Nerf attachment to all Nerf weapons, where you can attach it to the front of them. And as you pull, you can actually set up the count, so it will count down the ammunition you have. And when you run out, it will alert you that you've run out of ammo.
Nice.
It'll also tell you how fast your shots are coming out.
I thought we were limited on what we could bring, like what we could personally carry.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was one of the rules that were stated.
Well, you weren't listening to the rest of it. The stuff I said from the beginning was just the stuff I'm giving the kids. This is my actual weaponry. There's no way I'm carrying a mortar, a rocket launcher, multiple claymores, grenades, assault weaponry, hammer shields.
You're a big dude, but you ain't carrying that much.
I know.
You
And I
ain't
said,
carrying 2 sniper rifles.
no. Like I said, this is my weapon here. Everything else is for the kids to have fun with. There's no way I'm carrying a tank on my back. I can't fit in that tank.
You can deploy it.
I can deploy it, yes. Actually, I think it's going to be really cool to get the little Nerf drones for the kids who can't run around, so they can still be part of it.
Yeah, freaking around the corner, just get face planted by a drone.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing as 2 of my things that I have.
I know.
I didn't get to hear yours.
Oh, you'll get to later. Now here's something cool. This will attach to all Nerf weapons, so this will be attached to mine. Apparently, they made a Nerf bayonet. It attaches to the front of the gun. So, yes, it's a K-bar, we know, and yes, that is technically a bayonet, yes. But there's little kids involved, you don't want to accidentally hit one of them. Now, there is one thing I have to bring up. There is one thing I have to bring up, though. I'm almost done. There's just one thing I want to bring up real quick here. I saw this, and I fell in love with it. I can't use either one because they're technically not Nerf weapons, but in case we want to get a little bigger in the future, I found this. This is another camera-mounted drone, but this one shoots out those Orbeez.
Okay.
Have you ever been hit by an Orby? They sting pretty good, so there's that. It's an all right. But the other thing, this is just the bee's knees right here, all right? So this thing here is a fully automatic bubble blower that's about the size of a Nerf gun, a pretty big weapon. And when you pull the trigger after about 2 or 3 seconds, you can't see what's behind the bubbles anymore. That's how many it fires out. It's like a smoke screen.
Wow.
Now, like I said, I wouldn't bring those in, but like I said, like everything above the Nerf Modular series, that's for the kids. Everything above the Nerf Modular series was for the kids. You know, I might have a grenade, I might put a Claymore or 2, but nah, I'm not going to bring all that with me. Nah. The rest is just for the kids to have fun with. Like, this was, geez, what is it? We're, 6 years now? Six years, the TMOG crew. And back in year 2, we started talking about wanting to do all these events for charity when we got big enough. So this has been coming. This has been a plan coming. And when I got in touch with the St. Jude's Hospital one time talking... What?
A plan coming?
Sure. They said that the problem they had with it was there were kids that couldn't walk because of how sick they were. And I said, what if I found a way that they could be part of it, even if they couldn't walk? And they said, if you could find that, we would be able to accept it. So I have been literally scouring the internet left, right, and center to find ways to allow those children to be able to be part of it. And if the drones, and the artillery, and the cannons, and the rocket launchers, and the tripod-mounted turrets aren't enough, I will personally find those guys that made the Nerf tank, a fully drivable tank, by the way, for adults. And I will ask them to find some way to bring these kids in the war. I will make it so they can be part of the war. But, you know, as far as the Nerf weapons go, yeah, it's just for the fun of it, you know? And like I said, this was just part of it, and I'm actually pleasantly surprised with a lot of these different weapons choices and everything like that. And like I said, even Kevin brought them in. I got to find Subs. Subs says he wants a sniper rifle, a double-barrel shotgun, and an LMG along with the dual-sided axes, which is what I'm guessing is what Deathgasm's talking about.
Yeah. Big yellow freaking axe.
Yeah. So from what I've noticed, each one of us has stolen somebody's ideas.
The rough cut, though, what I like about that is if you line it up right, both of them shoot out, like, in the rows, both shots shoot out the same barrel. If you line it up right, you can get a double eye shot.
Well, everyone's going to be wearing goggles. Everyone's going to be wearing goggles. We got to be safe, unfortunately.
I think that's the option.
I don't.
Because I'm wearing them.
That's fine.
All the kids will be.
Well, yeah, that was part of the rules. When
I'm not going to aim for the eyes of the kids. I'm going to aim for the eyes on you guys.
Oh, well, I'm going to be wearing goggles, too.
Pussy.
Well, no, actually, St. Jude said that some of the rules for it would be that everyone there would have to wear goggles or glasses. That's one of the rules. So if you want to wear your glasses, you can. If you want to wear goggles, it's a has to, because it has to be a safe environment for everyone there. But you know what? Fine. If that's what it takes to bring these children that spend all day sitting in their beds, unable to do anything, then I'll do it. I do not care. I will make this work so those kids can enjoy a day or two. I don't care. This is something that's near and dear to me. A lot of these poor children's hospitals, where the children might get somebody who comes in and reads to them once a week while they sit there in their beds or just go through tests. That's a horrible way of life, in my opinion. And if I could do it once a year, you better believe I'm bringing the thunder once a year, and I will bring these kids into this battle, and we will have fun. I will make sure that they understand that there are people out there that are on their side who believe and feel that we could help them, and all proceeds will go towards these events, these people.
Yeah, jumping all aside, I am really for this too.
So am I. And like I said, if it comes down to it and it's a year or two from now and there's other people that want to join in, then fine, other people will join in. But until then, it's good to have all these ideas backing us up. Like I said, you know, just because Deathgasm's using this weapon and Necro's using this weapon and this weapon doesn't mean that 1 or 2 years from now they haven't changed their minds. This is just an idea of what we want to do.
No, I'll be using the rough cuts.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
They were some of the best shotgun weapons I've ever shot. All
right, well, like I said, it's perfectly available.
Honestly, they would shoot about 25 feet with full velocity, right, and then start to drop off.
Right. Well, like I said, I would pick the Fireflies. That was going to be one of my original weapon choices. But when I got in touch with them, they said that some of the kids were seizure prone, so the flashing of the guns would not help them. So I didn't want anything like that. They don't want anything that's too realistic looking, you know. So anything that has like I said, like there's actually these Nerf pistols that have actual like 9mm like shellings that you put the small darts into, and you pop it back. It'll deploy the empty shell and move another one up front. But they look so close to a firearm. It's just like they said nothing like that. So you got to go with Goofy, the rough cut shotgun. It's not. It looks like a shotgun. It's not a shotgun, but it looks like one.
Also multicolored.
Right. Like I'm saying, you know, we can't go in there with like a Glock-looking thing and a machine gun-looking thing. But have you seen Nerf weapons?
Usually
I really haven't looked at many. I'm just going off the ones I used to like.
Hey,
like the zombie bow. That one freaking shot amazing. From what I know.
Necro picked up almost everything from the zombie strike. He picked almost everything from the zombie strike. I like the bow, the crossbow, the stake throwers, and I think the plank. That was it.
For the rough cuts shotgun.
Well, that's fine, man. Everyone has their own opinion. Welcome back, K-Man. Like I said, you know, this is just one of those fun moments. Yeah, we can hear you. But yeah, this is just like Nerf or nothing. You know, what's the war going to be like? I mean, take a look at Juggernaut bringing all those automatic weapons, and Mama Bear bringing all those automatic weapons, and then you look at people like me and freaking Deathgasm. It's just like, how are they going to survive? Trust me.
Guys, I have found two things. Number one is a wrist-mounted Nerf slingshot.
Okay.
And then I found Nerf riot shields for kids.
Yes, I saw those.
Shield wall.
Yep, you can build a shield wall. Go ahead. Hey, build a shield wall and take a handful of Nerf grenades and just throw them over people.
I'm going to build a Roman testudo. That's it. If you know what a testudo is,
That's one building.
Go for it.
Full march assault across the field.
If you looked at some of our stuff, you have Necro who has barrels to hide behind, and then you look at me and I've got fortresses and drones and RPGs and freaking literal claymores. What?
I didn't know that stuff existed, like the Nerf barricades and stuff.
Oh, have you seen
research.
Like I said, they actually have.
He has a fortress.
Yeah, they even have Nerf claymores, literally claymores, that you can either detonate with a button, or you can take a little string and stretch them across, and when someone breaks it, it'll detonate them. I'll have them everywhere. You guys will be walking through going, He's approaching the fortress!
Oh.
Mortar fire!
I found on Amazon where you can go. It's almost like a rake. They can scoop up Nerf bullets.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, that's something we're going to bring along anyway because it'll grab the Nerf bullets and the missiles and everything. If we happen to do multiple rounds, it'd be a lot easier if we could just run out there with the little golf cart things and scoop up everything real quick.
Yeah, it's called the Nerd Elite Dart Rover.
Yep.
Basically just like run over, like, you know, golf balls, basically.
Yeah, that's basically where they got the idea from. It's one of those the rotating golf ball picker-uppers.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the Nerf Hailfire?
Yes.
That thing looks interesting.
Now, unfortunately, I found something that I thought was really cool, and then I found out it was just a Nerf April Fool's hoax. So I was a little upset with it. But basically,
Nerf Nuke?
You've heard of it? The Nerf Nuke?
Yes, I have.
It looks like a Nerf football, and the idea was you had like a whole bunch of Nerf darts stuck into it and had like a CO2 cartridge. You would fire it out of a rocket, and after a few seconds, it would fire the darts out in every direction. It was an April Fool's joke. They never made it. It was an April Fool's joke. And I'm like, you guys are a-holes. Because you were supposed to be able to crank the timer for how long before it detonated, and then you could fire it, and after a few seconds, it would detonate.
I was running a whole entire van full of them. This is all my team just use that.
Have you ever heard of the Hailfire?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I just think it looks interesting.
Okay, so you guys see that?
Oh, cool.
That's the bow model I was talking about. It's called the Rebel, which is ironic because Rebel Vanity isn't here right now. That's part of the Nerf Rebel series. It was actually an all-girls series of Nerf weapons.
Have a good night.
You too. A lot of the kids probably wouldn't have the strength to pull back the string. That actually provides them with a holding handle.
Right.
Guys, when we do Airsoft, hold the ante.
Listen, if we do Airsoft, I just have to know one thing. Custom or not?
I mean, KGK, you have to come with the rules, my guy. So, we'll follow your rules.
K-Man, you're giving him a little too much power.
Oh, okay. Things you can carry in with you, so you're not bringing
there's one gun that I know Tommy would use.
Don't you talk about my minigun. Don't you dare talk about my minigun like that. 8,000 beats per second per minute.
He said he was letting me have those.
Yeah, the freaking Vulcan. Okay?
Okay. I'm opening Pandora's box, opening the floodgates per se. Fully automatic. You don't have to use a single shot. Shit.
All right. Well, I'll make a rule that we're going to keep it under about 300 FPS.
I would say fully automatic, but okay.
Right. No. FPS stands for feet per second. Eric, Necro's brother, and me used to airsoft all the time. And we would modify our weapons and take the limiters off so they would hit at 5, 6, and sometimes 700 feet per second, which would literally break skin. Which would literally break skin and leave bloody welts on people. Like we would.
Yeah, that was.
We had very accurate sniper rifles for a reason. They were going about, 3 times as fast as they should have been going. You could hear them whizzing and cutting through leaves as they flew at you. you would just hear, zzz, zzz, and then you get hit and be like, oh, and you need blood.
They sell two versions of it. One with the shroud and one without the shroud.
Nice. If we're talking airsoft, oh, there's so much fun to be had with airsoft. Airsoft is pretty... The thing about airsoft, though, is it's a very, very big on customized weapons. I have seen airsoft grenades, grenade launchers, rockets, mines, literal step-on mines. I've seen people put wall-mounted sensor mines. They literally took the sensor out of sensor lights and attached it to a mine and stuck it to ceilings and then activated it and left. So when you walk past it, it would trigger the mine and blow at you.
Oh, cool.
I have seen...
Here's a rule, if everyone agrees to it. Just throw it out here. Any weapon airsoft weapon you want to get has to be stock. You can't, tinker with it.
Well,
If that's doable.
Well, actually, there's a way around that one, too.
Alright, okay, Kaiju King tells the rules I'll follow. How about that?
Weapons are legal. Weapons will be legal, but we'll keep them at 300 feet per second. That's enough to hurt and possibly leave a small bruise, but not enough to leave bloody welts and go through people. All right? I mean, depending on how close you get to certain guns, it'll still happen, though. A 300 feet per second airsoft shotgun can still leave you with one hell of a bruise if it gets you point blank, which Necro has done to me on 2 occasions. One in the arse.
What?
Yeah, he came. He was crouching on the ground, and I stepped over him. I didn't see him. I stepped over him. So he just put the gun up to my butt and said, "Gotcha," and pulled the trigger. And I had to sit on my right butt cheek the entire ride home because I had this big, bloody black bruise right on my butt cheek where he shot me with that point blank range.
That crap hurt.
I know it does, and Necro gives no mercy.
I've gotten shot in the ass before.
Now I'm terrified. I really forgot that Necro uses logic and reasoning loopholes.
Well, no, you see,
I'm scared.
You see, with Necro, when you take out Necro and you go into, like, airsoft, if you do nerfing with Necro, he's this goofy guy. The second it reaches airsoft and paintball, he becomes a demon. You'll look off in the distance and see him smiling, waving at you, and he'll step aside. And then next thing you know, he'll step around from a different tree closer to you and wave again. And you won't realize how he got so fast. He is creepy. It's like being chased by Pennywise. It's like you're being...
Okay, so me and Kyle used to go with a whole bunch of people to the old drum school. And for the long time, I would be the only one left on the team and wipe everyone out on their other side of the team.
Oh, he'd do it all the time. He would do it all the time. He would hide. He would find a place to hide and wait for the last teammate. And then he would come out like he was freaking Rambo, John Wick, and freaking James Bond combined.
This is cheating.
He'd hide up in the rafters and like pick up one of the drop ceilings, shoot you, and then put it back down really slow, and you wouldn't see it.
Oh, that's...
Airsofting, he becomes a different person. He becomes a completely different person.
Yeah, I was thinking like Necro had like a ghillie suit on, it's just like him.
No, I just went completely urban off on those motherfuckers, and they weren't.
Well, I was there to have fun. I wasn't ready to have my neck slit by a rubber knife, okay? Seriously. It was all fun and games until I grabbed that frickin' desk and started walking down the hall with the automatic airsoft gun, and he started running for his life. Suddenly, he can't shoot me, but I can shoot him.
So, is this, the battleground would be like a building or outside?
I would give it like a standard airsoft environment, which would have buildings and the outside.
Okay.
Preferably...
And then in the middle there's the building.
It could be, or we could do it like an old ruin where like the middle's the forest and around it's the building.
Yeah.
It would be the same rules, though. I mean, what you can carry in is what you can use, you know? Except there wouldn't be kids involved in this one, so you could go as crazy as you want.
Ghillie suits, will that be yes or no on that?
Ghillie suits are perfectly legal as long as you realize that they only work outside.
Yeah, that's true.
You make yourself not ghillie.
Not to mention that, remember, in order for you to make a ghillie suit work properly, a lot of people don't realize this. A lot of people think it just comes with the brush on it. No, how a ghillie suit works is you go into the local area and take the local flora and fauna and attach it to yourself. That takes time. Yeah, because it's different everywhere. You don't have the same foliage and everything in every area. So what a ghillie suit, like, they don't see this in the movies or anything, but you literally take like pieces of grass and everything and weave them into the ghillie suit so that you look like the surrounding area. While you're doing, you can do that. Be my guest.
I don't think I have that amount of time.
Just remember, you know, if you look like a bunch of leaves and then you move into an area where there's a bunch of pine trees, people might notice you. Also, pine trees are a horrible thing to make a ghillie suit out of.
Yeah.
Everything will stick to you afterwards. You'll have sap everywhere.
I'm just trying to hide from Nick. That's what I'm trying to do.
It's like he has a sixth sense. You'll be hiding in that ghillie suit, and then you'll be like, why do I smell marshmallows? And you'll turn around and he will have lit your ghillie suit on fire and be making marshmallows off it or something. He becomes a demon. He becomes a demon. The only way to defend yourself against Nick is to put yourself in a place in the building where there's only one direction he can come from, and just aim down that hallway and hope he doesn't start leaping off walls and coming at you on all fours like a freaking alien or something.
So using Nerf guns as a safeguard, I just open Pandora's box?
Yeah, using Nerf guns, because Nerf guns, he's like, oh, I can be fun, Nick. The second he gets an airsoft rifle, you will watch him go like, it is time to die.
Oh no.
But I'm on your team. Did I stutter? Sacrifices need to be made. Your death will be for the betterment of the team. Either I kill you or they do. Make your decision.
I pray.
Just like that
episode. Listen. At least take me outside and not point blank range.
Oh, there's no mercy. It's like that line from Dragon Ball Z the Abridged. I have another idea. Either die to me or die to them. Your choice.
I'm afraid.
When we went airsofting last time, it was a school, and at one point in the school, there was literally an auditorium, and it was I'd say about 30 foot to the roof. Nothing to grab onto, nothing to grip onto. Necro had somehow gotten himself up into the metal girders with his assault rifle and was picking us off as we came in. We couldn't find him. And then he jumps down and finished off the last one of us. And he's like, man, you guys really suck in horror movies. You should have looked up.
What the hell?
He's killed us through cracks in the walls. One time there was somebody hiding behind a door. He shot up, hit the vent, the vent went ping, ping, and caught the kid in the eye.
What?
Yeah, Necro, he will come for you. If you are not on his team, he is coming for you. And if you are on his team, he may just finish you off because he feels like it. You never know with him.
Has that guys the same way?
I'd have to guess that Deathgasm acts the same way that he would for a natural battle, not offense to him, where he would be very loud and boisterous, but he would probably have the biggest ranged or area effect weapon he could possibly have. He's probably packing like airsoft shotguns.
I've never airsoft with Nick, but I'm terrified. I am completely terrified.
But the thing is, this is different though. You see, the stuff we were using back then was stuff we could purchase from Walmart. This is different. This is...
That's what I'm saying. Rules, Kaiju. Rules.
This is where I'm going into the rules. The rules are simple. 300 feet per second maximum, and only stuff you could carry in. You can't carry a small... You can't carry an artillery tank. But trust me, you can do enough grenades.
Mama Bear can tend to the wounded.
Mama Bear will tend to the wounded. And just to let you know, I'm the person who will lay mines and traps everywhere. You can ask Necro about that. You see an empty hallway and you see me running down it, do not under any circumstance, think that hallway is safe. Do not.
It's not.
Necro, the only times Necro has ever lost to me has been because of my traps. That's it. Necro becomes too bloodthirsty and rushes me, and then suddenly a mine goes off. He's like, ah, damn it, you know. I am team area of effect. I'm not the guy sitting there with the sniper rifle. I am going to launch areas at you. Airsoft grenades, mines, rocket launchers, grenade launchers. I will hit you. I will catch you. Nick, on the other hand, he's the guy that you see walk into a room and you say to yourself, is it really worth it? You know,
I've been in this room before. I don't know.
You just hear. And here was the worst time. One time we finished everyone off. True story. We finished everyone off except for Nick. We're walking through the hallway, and I just see Nick at the end of the hallway, and he puts down his gun, and he pulls out this little rubber knife, and he just starts laughing. It's like, and then he lit up a smoke bomb and dropped it in the hallway, and we could still hear him laughing. And then we heard every door slam, and he said, I'm going to find you, or are you going to find me? Pick the right door. And when the smoke cleared, he had shut all 9 doors in the hallway, and he was behind one of them. I have never felt more terrified in my life than that moment right there. I was scared. I sent everyone ahead of me. I did. He got me with that dang knife. But I sent everyone ahead of me first. I remember the scream from Adelaide when she opened up the door and Nick's hand shut out and grabbed her and said, right door! And she screamed. We came running up to that door and she had the fake blood on her. And we looked and he had torn the vent cover off the wall. And he had gone into the vent and into another room. That's how he was moving around. He was moving through the vents.
He's terrible.
What the hell, Nick?
He's like the serial killer of the group when he gets into airsoft. It's terrifying. It's terrifying. Like I said,
down here.
and here's the thing: your safest spot is hiding out in the bushes. But eventually, he's going to grow bored and he's going to come looking for you. It all comes down to who gets who first in an airsoft war. And there is stuff in the airsoft war. There are literally backpack-mounted miniguns for airsoft.
So what are we supposed to do now? I'm terrified.
Well, we're not actually going into this war yet. Here's the thing I can tell you about airsofting, though, and I'm going to step away from his terror stories for this. When it comes to airsofting, custom-made is kind of the way to go, and there are dozens of sites you can find online of people that will custom-make airsoft weapons.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's not that hard. Airsofting is actually an actual X Games game, if I remember correctly. Or is that paintballing?
Paintballing.
It's paintballing.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I know that they actually have Nerf competitions. So if they have Nerf competitions and paintball competitions, you know they have airsoft competitions.
Because
That's kind of the middle ground.
Germany, I believe, actually reenact World War II scenes with like airsoft weapons.
Oh yeah. But the thing is that, like, when it comes to airsofting, the most fun you can have, in my personal opinion,
modding.
What?
It's modding.
Well, yes, but it's like it takes the really bad things about paintballing and the really good things about Nerf, and just it takes them good. It puts them together, you know. When you get hit by an airsoft rifle when it's going above 200 feet per second, because a lot of the stuff you can get in stores is like 90 feet per second, so you can pretend you didn't get hit by it. It hurts, and you know it. You got hit. But I mean, coming in and just coming in with a group of people and everyone having different weapons, and some of the people have background, some of the people have history. You know, I'm an infantry soldier. You know, I have military training behind me, and Necro scares me. Just put that together, okay?
I have hunting experience.
Mama Bear has hunting experience, you know. But the thing is, like, it's just fun, you know. Even if you get taken out real early, so what, you know? It's the closest, you know. Now, here's the thing. Just be careful. There's a lot of people who will spend hundreds, and I mean hundreds and thousands of dollars on airsoft equipment. You don't need to do that unless you're going into, like, competitions or something. You know, sometimes just like a handful of airsoft grenades, which you can get online dirt cheap, they can change how fun it is. You know, you're being shot at, and then you low crawl into the window where you know the guys are. You pop the grenade, throw it in, and you hear, "Oh shit!"
Well, I really made my own airsoft grenades.
Well, yeah, they're not hard to make either. You can get the parts together and make them easily.
I mean, CO2 was a bunch of airsoft beans and a canister that will have a crucible pumping the CO2 out the right place to combust it.
You can also do it with a CO2 cartridge, a nail, a can, and some tissue paper if you really want to. You could just drill holes in the can, fill it with BBs, and then when the CO2 goes off, it'll shoot it through the paper. But, like, you can make it dirt cheap. But that's sometimes some of the funnest stuff, you know. You're getting pinned down, and a lucky shot saves you, you know. Or you go down a creepy hallway, and then you catch somebody who's trying to ambush you. You know, so that's some of the best feeling you can get. But on the other hand, it can also be one of those moments where it's just pants-wettingly funny when something happens to you. Necro literally there was a dark corner in the room, and I looked, and I couldn't see anyone in there, and Necro had just ducked down and curled up into this little ball with his black coat and his damn black hat at the time. And I didn't see him, and I turned around to say, "Room clear," and afterwards, I felt a hand go over my mouth, and he just went like this across my throat, and he goes, "Not as clear as you thought it was." And I shit myself. I did. I lost. I freaked out. I fell to the ground, and I could feel my heart just... He wasn't there. But then he showed me where he was. He's like, "Kyle, I was over here. Look at this. Look at this." And I watched him duck down like, "Holy crud, you blend in." And he goes, "I know." And then he went off and finished off the rest of my team because they thought the room was clear. And he just walked up and killed them one after the other because they didn't turn around. Sometimes it's that funny. We allow rubber weapons for melee. That's one of the rules we do allow. And Nick had this really weird knife that I think it had like a button on it, and it would release this fake blood.
Oh, really?
I think it was like a Halloween knife or something like that. So he'd like grab you around the mouth and be like, and then you would just feel the fake blood. And like, oh, and you just like. It's fun, and I don't get me wrong, I love nerfing and I love it paintballing, but airsofting sometimes it's just fun. And here's the other thing with airsofting, because you can customize everything, it doesn't matter how big you are. It doesn't matter how big you are. You can win. Right? I'll give an example for Juggernaut. Juggernaut's a little larger than the rest of us, but you put a freaking airsoft rocket launcher on one shoulder and a back-mounted airsoft minigun in his other hand, and you are not going to try and shoot him. You're going to avoid. No, well, Nick's not stupid. He'll wait for him to run out of ammo or something. But what I'm saying is, with airsofting, like with paintballing, those hurt. They do. Like if you get hit by paintball, those sting. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, they don't hurt at all." They do hurt. Okay, they do. Especially when you're up against idiots who freeze the paintballs. Those things hurt like hell.
I've been shot in the neck a few times.
Yep, that's something that's possible. With airsofting, though, like I said, you know you got hit. Like I said, with airsofting, you know you got hit, but it's not as bad. You can keep going. But it's just so much fun to have. We used to go down to the school all the time, and it was just great. You know, there was plenty of places to hide, and we could even sneak around outside and shoot at each other. And the one time we went out airsofting, let's see here. I believe it was with the service. Yeah, it was with the service.
Oh, really?
Well, it wasn't with us. It was back when I was in the service. We all went out airsofting.
Oh, okay.
And I had run out of ammo. So I walked up behind the one guy, and I put my empty gun to his back, and I said, "All right, you and me, we're going to talk. You're going to pick up the gun in your hand. You're going to turn. You're going to shoot your buddy to your right." And he shot the guy to the right. So now you're going to hand me the gun, and you're going to grab the other gun, and we're going to kill the rest of the team. He goes, "What part are you from?" I go, "Army." He goes, "Oh, dude, I'm a Marine. Let's go do this." And then we went and wiped out everybody else. He said if I would have said I was Air Force or Navy, he was going to shoot me right in the crotch. But like we even do it when we have fun. Necro, do you remember the Bigfoot moment?
Yes.
The Bigfoot moment was I just ran in front of the lights. It got dark, so I was just running in front of the lights. And everyone's like, Bigfoot! And they were just shooting at me.
Is that what your nickname is now, Kaiju?
Well, no, I just picked that name because it rhymed with Kaiju Kyle, Kaiju K. But I do have really big feet. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to airsofting, you could go the cheap route and get yourself a bunch of stuff from like Walmart and still have a blast. Just remember this one small rule, okay? Battery operated stuff? No.
It's all junk.
It's not just that it's all junk, but once the battery starts to slow down, you become very inaccurate, you can't fire as fast, and when it runs out of energy, you have to wait for it to recharge or plug another battery in, which is usually a pain in the arse. Whereas a CO2 cartridge is basically push a button, pop another CO2 cartridge in. Go CO2 when it comes to airsofting, I can tell you that much. Or spring and even pump action. Excuse me. Yeah. You are not getting my tea. No. No matter how many times you ask, no.
Well, I can't tell you how many airsoft I bought that were electronic and being worked out of the box.
You are not.
Hey guys, I do have to call that. Thank you so much for inviting me to the stream.
No problem, anytime.
No problem.
Have yourself a good night,
guys.
Peace out.
Peace.
So yeah, airsofting's fun too, but I don't think we can take the kids to the airsofting, especially with Necro. I could just imagine him dropping down from the ceiling, grabbing a kid and dragging him back up into the ceiling. I can see him like bungee cording down from the ceiling, grabbing one of the kids and popping back up. Like, no, we can't have that. We can't.
It ain't gonna be pretty. They're gonna be hard.
Just saying, man. Just saying. Back to Nerf for a second. Yeah, this is something I'm very passionate about, and I would love to do this. So this is something that we will definitely do once we become big enough. And hey, guess what? We're at 87 subscribers now, so I want to thank everyone who subscribed over the past year. I know it's only August, and our goal is only 100 subscribers, so we're only 13 away, but every subscriber means a lot to me. It really does. Every time we get a new subscriber, it means a lot. Every time we get a like on a video, heck, people who comment on videos, they drive me nuts. I'm like, someone said something. I love it, and this is something that once we become big enough that we can afford it and we can get it all together, this is something that we'll do. And all the main members of the Monsters who are going to be part of it will be wearing GoPro helmets with cameras, so you can see the action from different angles. We'll live stream this. This is gonna it's something that's been planned for a long time, along with other things that I'm not at the same time 100% okay with.
You mean the big ice bucket challenge?
Well, luckily for me, I don't think we can do the ice bucket challenge anymore because I think it's fallen out. But I would still like to do it. What I'm talking more or less about is the get to know the monsters.
The electric stimulus?
Yes! One of the ideas I have is for donating to, we'll all pick a different group and we'll be donating to it for how long we can stay on these electrical stimuli. Now, if you don't know what they are, they allow men and women, of course, to feel what it is like to be in labor. Now, the longest you can be on one of these machines straight, because it starts to screw with your muscles, is like 12 hours. But if we reach a certain level, I'll stay on it for the full 12 hours. I will. I make that promise to you now. Cody's attacking Mom Bear in the background, as you can see.
I've seen that.
But basically, what it is we'd be sitting on we'd be laying down on operating tables with these little things on the muscles, and it would start off with I think it's like one ping every I think it starts off with like one ping every 10 minutes or something, and then it slowly shortens the pings until it gets to the point where you're at the point where a woman would be when she is literally going into labor, so men can feel what it feels like, and then see how long we can last until one of us taps out. Now certain members of the Monsters of Gaming have already tapped out and said they're not going to be part of this. So for you guys, I say, all right. But, if we reach, say, I don't know, we'll change it as we get closer, but like say $50,000 worth of donations. I'll stay on. I'll stay on for an extra half hour every time. And if we get $1 million for some reason, for one reason or another, fine. I'll be on the full 12 hours. Keep donating, people, because I'm not going to do anything the next day. I will not be doing because they attach. Yeah, they'll have to push me out on it. They'll have to gurney me out on it. But if I remember correctly, they put them on your stomach, on your sides, on your lower back.
Yeah.
And they
So technically it's like having a 10 unit on.
Yes. And the idea is, yeah, like I said, it starts off faint and like once every 10 minutes, and then as it picks up, the bigger the charge goes in and the closer it becomes. Eventually to the point where you actually feel what are considered the full labor pains of a woman. And just to say that, certain female members of the Monsters who have already had to unfortunately go through things like that have already said no.
72 hours.
72 hours at that pain threshold. 12 hours is going to be a breeze compared to what she had to go through.
And then I was told, she's not coming out that way.
After 72 hours, she was told, well, she's not going to come out that way, so we're going to open you up. So she spent 3 days
in that pain.
And she even got told that if she wasn't quiet, they were going to have to remove her because she was bothering other patients on the floor for how loud she was. Yeah, seriously. It's like, I'm trying to push something the size of a grapefruit out, something the size of a peach. Seriously, leave it down.
It's like a wet saint trying to go through a doggy door.
Exactly, just it doesn't work. And then, of course, the third one that we have planned, I still have to get a hold of Dorney Park and see if they're still willing to do it. But if you don't know, Dorney Park is a theme park that is in Pennsylvania. It's actually, is it Dorney, PA? Allentown, PA. And in the water park section, they have this giant bucket that fills up to like, I don't know, 300,000 gallons or something like that of water. And then it dumps down onto this little roof and the water goes everywhere. So back when the Ice Bucket Challenge was still available, and if people want this idea, the idea was because the water's constantly rocking back and forth and stirring, the ice won't stick together. So remove the roof, everyone puts on football gear, and people donate up until that point, and then when the water hits, we see what happens to all the monsters who are part of it, because I'm pretty sure we're going to go in every direction. Because when that water hits, 300,000 gallons of water coming down at you with ice in it, it's not like you're just, you're going down. You're just going to go everywhere. And when you finally surface, you're not going to know what time of day it is. But that's another one we had up for the donation idea. Just these things to help other charities, and not to help the Monsters of Gaming Get Better challenge. Sorry, we don't have that. We don't. That's not a charity for us. But these are things that we plan to do in the future. Not if we get that famous, but when we do. If any of you guys are looking forward to seeing this kind of pain being brought on us, start telling your friends to subscribe, because the closer we get to it, the worse off it's going to be for us.
Yeah, I think we should do a charity event for like wounded soldiers with the airsoft team.
Alrighty. I'm okay with this.
We're gonna be wounded soldiers afterwards.
Hello, I am a wounded soldier.
I know you are.
I'm already there. The charity's already for people like me. Like, we have all kinds of ideas, things for the future, like the good news, which is something we plan to do, which will be a weekly event where we dress up in newscaster attire and talk about the good things that have happened throughout the United States and the world that week. Because unfortunately, for some strange reason, the news nowadays is so depressing. I feel like many of the people who are on the shows feel like jumping off bridges. Unless you're the weather guy, in which case you're always in a good mood. That's right. It's because he's getting a 6-figure salary to throw darts on a dartboard. He has no bad news. Looks like that hurricane's going to hit South Florida. Have you ever seen a sad or depressed weatherman or weatherwoman? Have you? No, there's a reason for that. And it's going to be sunny with a high of 83, low of 53. And tomorrow the humidity will be, I hit Bob in the back of the head. I mean 60%. Rethrow. 60%. other events, we have the newscast that we still haven't done, where Kaiju K is going to run for president. You guys all remember that? We have futures of TTT. We have futures of, Gary's Mod TTT, Gary's Mod Prop Hunt, which I know what Mama Bear back there just cannot wait for. She's seen the videos, she's seen the hijinks, and she knows she wants to be part of it. Don't you, man? And all kinds of different charity events.
I've been taking lessons from Markiplier.
No, do not listen to Markiplier's lessons. No.
Hide and play.
Well, yeah, but he has that strange luck where it always works. You know, his win rate is actually much lower than his loss rate. Just saying. He's a great guy, and I would love to get him into a TTT or a prop hunt. I'd like to get the Yogscast into a TTT or a prop hunt. Hat Films, Rooster Teeth. I mean, there's all these different groups that do this kind of stuff and have a blast with it. You know, maybe we could get some groups together. Oh man, we have a lot of things that we're hoping to do in the future, and a lot of things we're going to do in the future. You just got to stick with us long enough.
TMOG versus Rooster Teeth. I could just see that.
TMOG versus Rooster Teeth. Oh man, Michael will just get pissed.
Nah, I like TMOG versus Yogscast.
TMOG versus Yogscast in GTA 5.
No, they cheat.
No!
They cheat way too much. No. Oh yeah, I did have the idea of us doing GTA 5, Generation Zero, all kinds of other games. They're in the future. We just need to wait until we get to the point where we can afford that kind of stuff. And if you people have any ideas on what you would like to see, or what you'd like to see us do, ideas about future live streams, or games, or events, or why my hair is so fluffy right now, it's because of the conditioner.
My hair is fluffy.
Yeah, so is mine. It's because of the humidity and the conditioner. I used Mama Bear's conditioner. It made me smell like a coconut.
Never, you don't have hair to be fluffy.
he's desperately, it's fluffy, it's fluffy, it's desperately fluffy. I want to do a segment on our show about geek cooking where each of us takes turns cooking, but I'm going to do cooking with all kinds of geek gadgets that we find online.
Okay.
No,
Mama Bear does it the old-fashioned way.
well, yeah, but steaks are not allowed. Unless we're talking like cheesesteaks.
Yeah.
I can do cheesesteaks like a madman. I can do cheesesteaks.
Right.
But anything else, and basically Kevlar has something that could take it out. I cook steaks so hard that they defy logic.
Who needs AR-4 armor?
We got cow steak.
I can't believe I called it AR-4 armor. I apologize. I just meant standard body armor. I'm tired and sick. Leave me alone. And we were gonna have future episodes like Mama Bear's gonna do more makeup, and Necro is eventually he's gonna finish Dark Souls. He'll do it eventually. Yeah, especially when Mama Bear beats the game and everyone looks at him and goes, "Why'd you let Mama Bear patch you up?" Just shaking his head. I could mod that game to be so easy.
I can go one worse.
What's that?
Marcus finishing Dark Souls before Necro.
At this point in time, I might have to help you bury a body.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
I'm sorry, was that low, Necro?
By the way, Necro, good choices with the whole PC idea.
Actually, my buddy is going to be building it for me.
Oh, okay, so that was his choices?
Yeah, he built one last year, and he's like, well, I'm going to be taking out a $1,500 loan for my 401k, and altogether that comes to like 14 something.
Uh-huh.
With the monitor included.
That's cool. Hey, like I said, the second you get it, you tell me. I will load up Gary's mod before you can blink. I will have us set up and prepared, and we will be doing videos. I'll click the live stream button, and then we will just do videos, okay? We will not stop. Juggernaut can already get it. I know he can already get it.
So,
because back in the day, we were running computers that were, well, how do I put this properly? They were dead. And we were still able to run Gary's mod on it. Look at the stuff we have nowadays.
And that's a pretty top of the line computer.
Yep, that's still available.
Do share, mon frere?
I'm going to share it.
Oh no. Don't get rid of my output spacer bubble blaster.
I'm going to DM it to you.
Okay.
Now, there is a channel that I watch called Modern Road.
Okay.
And they built, they're down in Texas, they built a high-end PC. This is the PC.
Well, that looks cute. I bet you it costs more than I can make.
It has the value of how much it costs in the top.
Oh, hang on. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Hang on. Dang it. Jared, where'd you go? Jared, where'd you go? There it is. Okay, hang on. It doesn't say that to me. Oh, wait, there it is. $4,200. Yeah, it's a little bit more than what I have right now capable of.
Necron, would you like to see it?
No! No. Then again, I also saw the one that Markiplier and Jacksepticeye have recently gotten, and those things are amazing. They built the PC literally into the desk that the monitor sits on. It's such a cool idea. But are you going to be able to play that with your Scorpion Death Chair?
I don't have a Scorpion Death Chair.
If you're going to buy that thing, you might as well get the Scorpion Death Chair to go with it. Seriously, that thing looks like it would turn on and shake a house. Oh, what's happening? What's happening? Oh, they just turned on their PC downstairs. Oh. Let me see here. Yeah, that's a basic plan right there. Those all look like they're spring powered too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good start off for airsofting, yeah.
And all of it will be carryable.
Right. Like I said, you could go as fancy or as unfancy with airsofting as you want. We'll set a date for that. I don't know what next week's live stream will be. We will figure it out, and we will get back to you. But until next time, folks, I'm Kaiju K.
I'm good.
Necro? What?
I said I'm Necron.
There we go. We can actually hear you now. And that's Mama Bear back there. And I have to go and check out our channel and see if we didn't just get $98 from somebody. But until next time, folks, have yourself a great night and peace.